In this video, we are going to discuss how to set up VSAM config manager in the launch script in the Zowe.YAML file. As a prerequisite, you should know how to configure Zowe.YAML file. If you don't, watch the corresponding video. Let's talk about VSAM setup. If you are using VSAM as caching service for high availability, then set the mode and the volume for VSAM as follows. When you choose non-RLS, you must provide a volume for the dataset, but storage class should be empty. If you choose RLS, you must provide a value to storage class and the volume field can be empty. For this demo, we are setting it as non-RLS. Then you would also set the volume for the storage as you are going to create dataset. And you can leave the storage class as empty. This will create VSAM dataset for use by the caching server to store state for fault tolerance in a high availability setup. Now let's talk about config manager. Config manager is a powerful tool that enables lots of functionality, including enabling stricter configuration validation via schema support, a significant startup performance boost, and allows for splitting the Zowe.YAML into multiple files that get merged. It also allows support for templating or putting it in palm leaves. It is on by default, and you can disable it if there is a compatibility issue with old extensions. For more information, please visit the link provided on the screen. Now let us set up the job name, where you can customize the name of Zowe's main server. Note: this requires the STC user to have the bpx.jobName resource privilege. For the full section of other privileges required by Zowe servers and other components, refer to the table provided on the link displayed on the screen. The job section customizes the job name of the Zowe launcher and sets the prefix for each component that is started by the launcher. We have used the job name Zowe1SV as configured in the Zowe configuration file. For demo purpose, you can use different job name as per your requirement. Multiple instances of Zowe and the identifiers. When you are running multiple instances of Zowe on the same LPAR, it is good to distinguish them with different IDs. It helps when you want to use both the instances in the same browser, or to have different SAF privileges for users. You can define RBAC profile identifier and cookie identifier as follows. RBAC profile identifier is an ID you use to separate multiple Zowe installs when determining resource names used in RBAC authorization checks, such as data services with RBA expects this ID in SAF resources. Cookie identifier is an ID used by the servers to distinguish their cookies from unrelated Zowe installs. It allows multiple copies of Zowe within the same client. Now let's look at the launch script. You can set the log level parameter to info, debug, or trace. If it is set to debug or trace, it will print out extra information with trace printing the most. Note: it is recommended to use caution as sensitive information may become displayed in the log. In case you started Zowe and you see errors, but you do not know the reason, you can set the property of the launch script to trace or debug to get more information. It can help you resolve issues sooner, or will at least provide more meaningful logs when sent to a trusted Zoe support provider. Watch our next video on initializing Zoe.